Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about the severe threat that is currently ongoing, this whole system continuing to move east, and now we're going to be seeing impacts across the southeast and Atlantic coast of the US. So starting off here with the Storm Prediction Center page, we have enhanced, slight, and marginal risks. We have enhanced risks across 25,000 square miles and a population of 2.9 million people, including Montgomery, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, Macon, Georgia, Warner Robins, Georgia, and Auburn, Alabama. Slight risks across 244,000 square miles and a population of 34.7 million people, including Charlotte, North Carolina, New Orleans, Louisiana, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Atlanta, Georgia, and Raleigh, North Carolina, and marginal risk across 146,000 square miles and a population of 23.1 million people, including Jacksonville, Florida, Columbus, Ohio, Washington, D.C., Cincinnati, Ohio, and Louisville, Kentucky. We have 2, 5, and 10% chances of tornadoes. We have 10% risks across 25,000 square miles and a population of 2.8 million people, including Montgomery, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, Macon, Georgia, Warner Robins, Georgia, and Auburn, Alabama, so basically that enhanced risk. We have 5% chance of tornadoes across 97,000 square miles and a population of 15 million people, including Atlanta, Georgia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia, and Durham, North Carolina, and 2% chance of tornadoes across 171,000 square miles and a population of 22.3 million people, including Charlotte, North Carolina, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky, Greensboro, North Carolina, and Birmingham, Alabama. Winds correlate to the marginal, slight, and enhanced risk. So enhanced risk is a 30% chance of strong winds, which is 50 knots or higher, which is basically 58 miles an hour or higher. Slight risk is a 15% chance, and a marginal risk is 5% chance. And hail, if you're in a marginal risk, you have a 5% chance of hail, and then you have slight and enhanced risk with a 15% chance of hail. So let's go through our track and timing. Right now we have our low pressure here, and throughout the day we see it continue to move on. Storms start to fire up in parts of Mississippi here around, I'm going to use Eastern time for all of these measurements, but if you are in Central time, just make the adjustment 1 hour less. So 8 a.m. Friday morning, starting to see some storms pop up here along that cold front in Mississippi. We start to see some more strong thunderstorms starting to form in southern Alabama, starting right around 1 p.m. And let's actually go back a model run here. I'm going to have to do this on every one, but I want to get the longer range. So 1 p.m., let's go back to there. There we go. So starting to see those thunderstorms fire up, and at this point we see that line of thunderstorms forms right around, let's call that 4 p.m. Eastern time, and it moves into areas of Greensboro and Charlotte and Raleigh here around, let's call that 7 p.m. and into areas of Virginia and D.C. here around 11 p.m. before the storm system continues to move off the coast throughout the day, Saturday and into Sunday. So let's go over our mixed layer cape. Let me go back a model run here so we can get more time on the model here. So this is the energy for thunderstorms to form, and we will have plenty of it in parts of the south. Mostly right here where we have over 2,000 joules per kilogram of energy in that first wave. Then you see another wave here in North Carolina where you have another 1,000 to 2,000 joules per kilogram of energy. And then we see it all move off the coast. So even though it's not wide areas that see a lot of energy for thunderstorm development, there is going to be enough there to sustain thunderstorms across the region. So here's our chance of supercells. This is on a 1 to 50 scale. So you see here that we have some flashes here in Mississippi of 20. You go through into Alabama, where you could see close to 20 as well. And then eventually you see North Carolina up there at 10 to 11, and then maybe even up to 18 I just saw there. So it seems like most of the supercell development is going to be sporadic, but that doesn't mean that those storms won't produce tornadoes, which is the model that we're going to be looking at right now. This is the significant tornado parameter, which is a scale of basically 1 to 10, but it can go over 10 on the chance of tornado development based on a multitude of factors. So across Alabama, we could see as high as 3 out of 10, and some areas could even see maybe a little bit higher than a 3 in some spots. That is the main risk there, but you do have that secondary risk in parts of North Carolina where you could see some areas in that 2 to 3 range. But that's about it. There really isn't a lot to this severe threat. Most of it's going to be sporadic thunderstorms that pop up and could produce tornadoes. So make sure you have your emergency alerts on your phone set up. That way, if there is a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning in your area, you will get notified. Have a plan in place. Prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, as I always say. But that is all I have for this severe threat. Stay tuned here. We're going to be continuing our coverage of severe thunderstorms and severe weather throughout the entire severe weather season. And now we're starting to get into hurricane season as well. I'm going to be releasing another video today on hurricanes. So subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss that video coming out later. But that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.